No one's gonna listen.
Not with that attitude.
That's
anyway.
very true. Positive mental attitude.
PMA.
Don't forget it. Just don't forget it.
I think maybe we should be like, hello and welcome to Moviescope.
Oh yeah, that's a good plan.
That's a good start, isn't it? And
Okay, so hello and welcome to Moviescope.
hello and welcome to Moviescope.
With Scott.
And Alice.
You know, people do that to be really quirky. We could do that.
I'm Alice.
And I'm Scott.
And this is Scott, and together we're Moviescope.
I've just knocked the microphone really badly as well. So it's all going well for us.
So this is going to be our podcast about movies and telescopes, mainly telescopes.
I've got a passion for the
I've got
scopes.
a passion for telescopes and not very much passion for movies.
But it just sounded good.
Any movies involving telescopes, please let me know, because I will be really keen to watch those. What comes to mind is Pirate of the Caribbean?
Just the
The
one.
singular Pirate of the Caribbean.
That would have been such an awful film. Just one pirate.
Just Johnny Depp on a ship, on his own, going around, just having a whale of a time.
Saying that, I would definitely watch that, to be fair. Gotta love Johnny Depp.
Just watch anything with Johnny Depp in.
Oh, absolutely.
Even if it's crap.
I'm gonna exclusively talk about Johnny Depp on every podcast.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna say for one episode it was just gonna be the Johnny Depp episode.
Oh my god.
If the Johnny Depp episode does not become a thing, I'm gonna be livid.
Oh my god. Like, if he ever wins an award.
just an award. He can win the award of having a podcast named after him.
We'll create the award specifically so we
Just
can
so
do
we
a
can
Johnny
record
Depp.
the Johnny Depp episode.
Oh my god.
What we'll do is we'll watch and rank every single Johnny Depp film for an episode, if and when he wins an award.
Only then.
Only then, Johnny. Will you get the privilege
He's
of
just sat there like
having the Johnny Depp episode?
Actually, I was gonna be like, he's just sat there thinking, oh damn, I'm not gonna be on the podcast. But no.
I mean, I'm sure he is one of our two listeners, along with my nan.
Literally, it's your nan and Johnny Depp.
And Johnny Depp, because Johnny Depp has taste, people.
Absolutely.
Johnny Depp loves a bit of scoping. He loves a bit of movies. So we're mainly here today to talk about Pure, I think. This was going to be the trailer. I've decided it's the full episode.
We're going to whack it out right now.
So we both watched Pure the other day. Obviously, it was released on Christmas Day on Disney Plus. Took me a while to watch it. Why did I think it was called Pure?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Absolute professionals, as you can tell. Don't even know what the film we're reviewing is called. We're just gonna name this episode Johnny Depp episode Pure. Pure Johnny Depp episode.
Oh my word, I'm crying.
Jesus.
Do you know what? I was really proud of myself because I thought that sounds really professional.
What a good segue.
That was segued in from Johnny Depp into actually talking about the film we were going to review instead of the trailer. Called it the wrong name.
Yep. In pure Scott fashion is so it's actually called Soul.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I'm not like, I couldn't bet my life on it, but
I'm just not convinced.
let's Google it quickly, shall we?
I feel as though Pure just would have been a better name.
I mean, I wholeheartedly disagree with that.
Well, I mean, considering the fact that for the life of me I cannot remember the title of the film, I actually really enjoyed it.
Despite not remembering what it's called.
Yeah, despite remembering nothing about the film, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I almost called it Pure again.
Oh my goodness.
Soul is the one with all the different emotions and everything, isn't it? That's Soul.
Sure. No. So it kind of had the same vibe for me as Inside Out. And it actually was directed by the same person, which is probably why it was so...
Well, shiver my timbers.
I know, absolutely. But yeah, no, it was really... I thought it was quite good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Pixar, Disney, they have kind of a history of being quite profound and deep with, obviously, the content of their movies. Obviously, Inside Out is all about emotions, things like that. Obviously, they've got a way of putting really deep messages into what are kind of advertised as kids' movies. Like, as an adult man watching it, I wasn't expecting to feel quite as like not depressed, but kind of quite as, I don't know. It was very thought-provoking.
It was, absolutely, and I can agree with that. It did, the Lost Souls did kind of, you know, we are a little bit...
We're all lost souls in this world, though, aren't we? Really, we
are, yeah.
I think the message was good as well, in the fact that obviously people, especially nowadays, we all grow up thinking that we need to be special and unique and we need to have a spark and things like that, but in reality 99.9% of us are going to be ordinary anyway, so
why
and
not just rock it?
there's no shame in being ordinary. I'm ordinary, even though I am on the most listened to podcast. I've not let it go to my head.
Absolutely not, no. It's just, I can't help being a fucking star.
I mean, when I said that, I meant you listeners out there. It's okay for you to be ordinary.
Couldn't relate.
Me? No. I'm far from ordinary.
Couldn't be me. Yeah, I mean, the fact that Graham Norton was in it was just an absolute bonus for me. Cherry on top. Gotta love that man.
Yeah, he there's an actor. It's really weird. Like the animation of his character reminded me. I mean, I'm assuming, being on this podcast, you've seen Game of Thrones. No.
Well, no, I have. I've seen up to season 4.
Okay.
And then it got a little bit intense for old Alice.
Okay, because there's the animation of his character really reminded me of this bloke in Game of Thrones.
He does look like him. What's his name?
So that's Forrest of Mere, something like that.
Right.
So that's his character's name.
Yeah.
Portrayed by Paul Kay in real life. But I mean, just look at this bloke. That is Graham Norton's character in Soul / Pure /
whatever it's called
/ whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. So
that was like, I remember when I personally didn't realise it was Graham Norton first of all, not until afterwards when I googled it. I thought it was this bloke, Paul Kay, and I thought that they had just they'd like used his actual appearance to portray the character for some reason, because even his real world character, like the sign spinning guy,
yeah,
like he looked like this bloke. He looked like Paul Kay.
He really did.
I just feel as though that Disney and Pixar took a look at this bloke's aesthetic and went, "Fuck me." Oh, dropped an F-bomb.
A little bit early on to be doing that.
For beep, beep me. What a groovy looking guy. We'll make him the hippie.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed it was Graham Norton pretty much straight away. I'm not gonna lie. I listened to that man's voice and thought, I know Graham Norton when I hear him. And and then yeah, when you confirmed it, I was like,
Graham,
God,
if you're
I'm a
listening and you want to
genius.
sponsor the podcast,
Or him personally is
Let-
sponsor
we're-
it.
we are on Instagram and Twitter. Drop us a DM.
Oh my God, yeah. We're actually sponsored personally by Graham Norton now. So
I can't make a pun about his name into an episode. No. Noughts and crosses.
Graham is Norton, the episode on the
Graham
pod.
is Norton going to appear on the pod because
No.
in the grand scheme of things, in the list of actors, Johnny Depp is below Graham Norton. So
Do we think?
I bet Graham Norton's won an award.
Because Johnny Depp has never won one ever.
Personally, when I was watching Soul, what occurred to me was that I've found that I'm really influenced by these films and by films and TV in general. I think that I'm an advertiser's dream because obviously they were playing jazz music, and I just really wanted to play jazz. Like I don't have a musical bone in my body, but I was just like, I could play the saxophone.
I'm
like
gonna pick up some piano lessons.
It just looks sexy, and I wanted a part of it. It's like I watched the Queen's Gambit on Netflix, all about chess. And I've been.
Now you think you're a bloody chess player, don't you?
I've been obsessed with chess. I've been obchessed, and
Oh my God!
and
Here we fucking
and
go, boys.
And it reminds me. It just reminds me of that. I just can't seem to watch anything without thinking, God, I need to get involved in this.
Well, there was that like meme that was just like me leaving the cinema with my new like personality for the week until I see my next film, and that is basically you in a nutshell.
That's how I work with films and TV. I mean, it's a nightmare when like a King Kong movie comes out because I just go around smashing shit up because I just adopt the personality of an ape.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So watch out when Godzilla v King Kong comes out, people,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna be smashing shit up.
Let's hope there's no sort of like mass murderer or I don't know, Holocaust movies coming out anytime soon. But yeah, we don't want you running around smashing shit up like King Kong. That's just not ideal.
I mean, this was meant to be a review of Soul, and we've kind of gone off on a tangent constantly.
Already.
Love it.
Yep.
But personally, I found the animation, Pixar / Disney never seem to. Everything they do just always looks so kind of fresh and unique. I mean, there were some sequences in that film with the animation that were like brand new and just looked really fresh, and it didn't feel as though it was there for the sake of being there. It was there not just to look cool, but it made sense in the actual movie as well. Where obviously there are some films that just smash what they think looks really edgy in there, just in the hope that it looks cool and there's no real kind of substance behind it.
Absolutely, yeah. No, the animation and the storyline definitely 10 out of 10 there from Pixar. I think they did a really good job.
And I personally feel as though the Pixar are back on track with films with this. There's been a few recently that haven't been up to scratch. I think I watched Onward. Onward was good, but it wasn't on this level. Like Pixar has kind of it's got like a god tier, and I think this film has reached the god tier, and I think it's been a while since a film, in my personal opinion, since a film has hit that god tier of Toy Story.
Yeah, I did really, it resonated with me, this one. It was it made me cry, but I mean that's not anything new. Madagascar made me cry when I watched it the first time, but it kind of just left me feeling very positive at the end of it. It made me cry because it's very heartwarming, but I sort of left it thinking, you know what, there is some sort of good in this world, and it doesn't always like sort of slap you in the face. It can just be as simple as as a breeze on a summer's day, and you just kind of have to just grab the good moments as they come, because that is what life is all about, and that is what I took away from the film.
They were tears of positivity.
they were indeed.
They were tears of they were epiphany tears.
Epiphany tears. That is it. It actually has scored an 8.1 on IMDb, which is pretty good. Good going.
Yeah, but what's Toy Story got?
Oh, I don't know. I can have a quick look.
Do some research.
Toy Story what though?
Two Story win.
Toy Story win. Toy Story IMDb. It has got. Drum roll, please. It's got an 8.3.
Yeah, damn fucking straight.
So, yeah. People like Toy Story more is what you should take away from this.
Soul was good. Toy Story's better.
Just not as good as Toy Story. We're going to do that with every film we review. Just rate it against Toy Story.
Well, that's what I personally am going to do, because Toy Story is the greatest movie of all time, and anyone that disagrees, you're wrong.
You're just wrong, unfortunately.
Your opinion is wrong. So, what would you give Pure out of 10?
Pure.
Oh my god.
So, oh.
Am I going to make it back for the next episode?
I don't think so. No, I'm kicking you off the pod already. Oh, I mean, it's hard, isn't it? Like on a general sort of film scale, it's quite difficult because all films are so different. So I don't know what. Yeah, I mean that that I'm a professional reviewer when I say that all films are different. I don't know. I'd probably give it. It's up there. It's definitely up there for me. I'd give it in the 8s.
Yeah, I'd give it an 8, maybe. Well, I was going to say 7.58. I feel as though, I mean, the biggest sign for me that this
7.5 or 8, because I thought you were like decimal pointing, like
7.58.
Yeah,
I'll give it a 7.58 out of 10.
I was like, well, that's oddly specific.
No, I'll give it a 7.5/ an 8.
Okay.
Because the biggest tell for me that it was a good film is I had the football on in the background, but I didn't watch the football.
Oh.
I watched the film.
And I can vouch that here's a football lad. So yeah, no, that's
Tottenham v Wickham had absolutely nothing on Soul, even if the name
escapes
confused
you
me
every time.
Didn't you say that you personally really enjoyed the character of Terry in the film?
I did, yeah. I thought he was really cool. I just thought, what a great character. He's Australian, so that automatically makes him a lot better. No, I just thought he was a cheeky chappy. He was quite funny. He's an accountant, and accountants are cool.
Yes.
But yeah, no, he was just a really, really funny addition, I think.
I want a film about the backstory of Terry and why he's not a Jerry.
Oh.
Because why were the Jerrys? I was sensing some feelings between the Jerrys and the Terrys. Like, does Terry have all the same powers as Jerry? Why did Terry end up counting? Just counting. It feels as though, like, what's his story?
What's Terry's story?
Am I missing something? Was there something I missed in the film? I feel like there was now. I feel like there was something really bloody obvious, and I've just completely and utterly I want to see.
Gonna have to watch
Soul
it again.
2, the Terry sequel.
The prequel.
The prequel.
The Terry prequel, yeah.
Exactly. I feel as though
what happened to Terrence?
What made Terry not a Jerry? Who was Terry before?
Oh, poor Terry. But cool character, to be fair.
He was solid. solid character.
Mm.
I quite liked all the Jerrys though. I thought they were quite funny. I think the film just had some really good comedic elements. I really enjoyed it. Just every time they opened up the portal to like that stairway / escalator to heaven, and that really somber music came on. Every time that happened, it just got me. It just got me deep. Mm-hmm. People were looking at me like I was a right idiot because every time it happened, I was just chuckling to myself on the sofa, just surrounded by my family, just like. Just like, what's this guy doing?
Is that
I'm
funny?
making money.
Is it funny?
You having a good time, Scott?
Are you enjoying the film, Scott?
Patting me on the head. Do you want a snack? Fuck off, Mum.
Mum, leave me alone.
Mum, I'm busy doing research for my podcast.
Mum, this isn't just a film. This is my career.
This is my career choice. And you're preventing me.
Oh, Jesus. After all of that, I think this is probably about time to wrap it all up.
Yeah, I think that about kind of wraps it up. I mean, it feels as though we've discussed everything and nothing as well as Soul during this time, or Pure, whatever you want to call it. Personally, I'm still of the opinion that Pure is a better title, but that's a debate for another day because we're trying to wind this down now.
I'm still disagreeing, I must say.
I think that as we record more and we get used to doing this, obviously the quality of the reviews will get better. There'll be better segments. It'll be kind of chopped and changed better than what this is.
Structured.
Exactly.
than
this is more of a test just to see how everything goes.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, I've had fun. Have you had fun?
I've had fun. I hope any listeners out there have had fun. Do you know the name? Do you know the username of our Twitter and our Instagram?
That is a very
because we've got to plug it. Got to plug it for the fans so they can follow us and tell us.
Shameless plug.
They can tell us how absolutely shambolic that was to listen to, and how much they enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot wait for our first hate comments.
Just like, who's that guy with the nasally voice who doesn't know the names of films? Can you kick him off, please? Because he's doing my head in.
No, we are both the nasaliest people in the world. So anyone that's gotten this far, honestly, well done. Even if it is just Scott Snan. Anyhow, if you wanted to follow the shenanigans on the Instagram, it's at Moviescope the pod, and yeah, you can give us a follow on that. I am working on the Twitter username because it is different and that just confuses things, so hopefully I can get the same username on there, in which case it will be exactly the same on Twitter, but at the moment it's at Scope Movie.
Scope Movie.
Yeah.
That is.
So I didn't.
That is very confusing.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? So I'll work on getting that changed over.
As the social media manager of the Moviescope podcast, I feel as though that needs changing. That should be a priority.
Absolutely, I'll get that done ASAP. ASAP Rocky.
The fans are gonna wanna communicate.
The fans are gonna flood to our socials.
My nan is gonna want to tweet us with a cyber pat on the back.
But yeah, it is at Scope Movie on Twitter and at Moviescope the pod on Instagram.
So follow those up, and you can keep up to date with when we drop one of these bad boys, and you can just see what random content we post as well, because we're such randies.
Absolutely. Hashtag random. Hashtag quirky. Hashtag
the Moviescope pod.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. Thank you for listening. If you've got this far.
Hashtag Pure.
Change the name.